Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. And happy Sunday. We got a little bit of sadness here on the farm. Bernie's not feeling good at all. He hasn't eaten all day, and we've been finding little spots of blood on the ground. Paul, happy Sunday. Pinky, how you doing? He should get over it. We're hoping it's nothing too ridiculous. Hey Sparkle, happy Sunday. We do too. How's everything out there? He's waking up a little bit there. He's got some energy, and hopefully he'll be okay by dinner time. This seems to happen to him. Paul, what did you just get over? Yeah, exactly. We all got slow days. Looks like Pinky's doing some good stuff though. He going to the gym and ate a salad. Ooh, bad ear infection. Friend of mine just got a bad ear infection, and he was in so much pain he couldn't even eat. Mco, happy Sunday. Ever since I got COVID, I've had tinnitus. I've been hearing ringing in my ears. In fact, I'm hearing it right now. Yeah, he's lost a lot of weight from it. He can't even eat. Right on, Paul. I can see if I can get some other pooches in the shot. There's Mama sleeping over there. Yeah, poor little guy, Bernie. He's definitely zonked out, tired. He's exhausted. But he's also been getting a little spoiled from his mom. From mom, she's been taking care of him. I agree. They have been through a lot lately. I love how polite everyone is on this. Everyone says hi to everyone else. That's so cool. Appreciate you guys. Oh, there he's waking up a little bit. Did everyone have a good week? That's a shame. I'm seeing everyone seems to be commenting away here fine, but, YouTube can be glitchy. I have a feeling Bernie ate something weird. He's such a little chow hound. But seeing the bloody stool wasn't a good sign. Our weeks have been pretty good. It's been just busy and really hot. I've been doing a lot of work. I'm building a grill right now as a little side project to stay just because I wanted to build something. I saw a pretty cool food review of this restaurant called the Mother of All Chaos in Mexico, and they have this certain type of grill called a barril. And so a barril costs $900, and it's just an old barrel. So I've got an old barrel, and I started making one. And yeah, just a lot of work. I don't like talking about work that much. Emco had a great week. What happened? Here, maybe I can show you a barril. Ooh, or was it peluche? I'm looking for el barril. Peluche. Oh, maybe it was that other dude, Lalo. Okay, I'll share this over and you can see what a barril is.
Un manjar que nació en Perú, pero que se popularizó en las sabrosas calles de Colombia y llegó directito hasta Ciudad Neza. Chicharrón crujiente, gordito, carnita sabrosa y esa grasa que se derrite en la boca que provoca aplausos en cada mordida. El sonido del crunch, pero madres. Escuchen nomás esto. Así que prepárate porque hoy en la ruta de la garnacha venimos a comprobar por qué todo el mundo está cayendo rendido ante este.
Yeah, this is what I was watching and I found out about a barril.
Es una pequeña granja.
And he's going to a restaurant called the Mother of Chaos.
Como una media calle atrás, ya huele a carbón. Vean, estamos llegando aquí a la madre del caos.
And so yeah, I'm building one based off of what I saw in this video. And I have an old barrel.
Bueno, y vean, pasando ya aquí esta pequeña barrita es donde están los barriles con toda la carne. No manchen, sí que huele a carne en ese lugar, Están poniendo el carbón, están moviéndole la carne. Se le mueve mucho la carne, no, se le deja prácticamente todo el tiempo en el barril. Una horita, sí, se deja inmóvil, vean nada más. Ese es chicharrón, ¿verdad?
El chicharrón no solamente lo ponemos en la parrilla para acelerar un poquito el proceso de chicharrón. La carne ya está, el chicharrón no está crudo detrás.
But yeah, I've seen videos of people online making like chicken with this, all sorts of other stuff.
El crunch.
Le llamamos tronado, porque al momento de que el chicharrón se empieza a tronar, valga la redundancia, suena como si fueran palomitas. Es cuando ya el chicharrón se empieza a hacer. El chicharrón ya deja de ser.
Oye, ¿y se vende por tacos o por pieza o por cómo se vende?
Se puede vender por taco, por medio, por kilo o por pieza, como más te guste.
Me voy a sentar. Perfecto, muchas gracias.
Bienvenidos a la madre del caos. Mira, el proceso del chicharrón, su cocción promedio es de 1 hora 40 minutos. En las piezas, el pot belly lo metemos desde cero. Ven, aquí todo el proceso es asado al carbón. Nuestro concepto va basado al barril. Originalmente viene de Perú el barril. Nosotros actualmente, uno de los países que lo trabaja demasiado este concepto es Colombia. De ahí, de ese país que fue donde lo conocimos, lo trajimos para acá, para México, y es el concepto que estamos manejando. El concepto asado al barril. Bueno, para empezar, el pot belly viene de la panceta, se le conoce conoce como panceta, barriga, es la parte que estamos utilizando para hacer el chicharrón. Que tengas una pequeña variante entre grasita y carne, va un poco cortado para que lo puedan llevar como bocado o lo puedan preparar en un taco. Tenemos unas piezas que están a punto de terminar.
All right, well, you get the idea what a barril is. So that's what I've been making. Yeah, sorry to send you guys down there. It looks like you guys are talking about traveling. Cambodia, yeah, I would say Cambodia for sure. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to make stuff with it. As you can see, the stuffies are right over there just waiting for them. What is, that one place in Cambodia that has those temples? They're just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, yeah, Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat. Yeah. I would love to see that someday. Absolutely gorgeous place. You were there when you were younger, Paul? Oh, that's cool. Wow, Paul, you definitely gotten around. That's cool. I've only been to Mexico a couple times, and I've been all over Canada and the United States, but I'm gonna be changing that soon, hopefully. Bernie is still dreaming away. Angkor Wat, gorgeous place. Jealous of Bernie. I don't know. He's definitely in pain right now. Let's see if we can get. You see the other poochers up there sleeping. No, I was trying to get an omeprazole down him with some piece of chicken in it, and he wouldn't even eat a piece of chicken. And this guy is usually he'll eat anything usually, so he's definitely got an upset stomach. Yeah, there's been some vomiting. It's almost like if you can compare it to human, it's almost like he has food poisoning. Yeah, he did. He ate something he didn't agree with. Haven't seen him drink much water, but there's a water bowl out for all of them. There you go. Get a little bit more light on the poor guy. There's ways of telling, but luckily Mary's got a career of working in emergency vet medicine, so if she's not super concerned at this point, I'm not either because she's worked on so many animals. We just know it's usually after if he's not eating tomorrow, then we're gonna have an issue. She is the goat. Thanks, I'll tell her you said that, Pink. Yeah, he's probably dreaming away right now. Oh, well, thank you, Paul. Maybe we can do an indoor plant episode too sometime. I personally think her indoor plants are even more spectacular. Have you tried apple cider vinegar, Pinky? It cured me of it a long time ago. Whenever I had an upset stomach, I'd just take a slug of apple cider vinegar, like the Bragg's, the kind with the silt in the bottom, and it would get rid of an upset stomach and heartburn in like less than 7 minutes. I even did a 30-day cleanse where you do 2 shots of it before every meal, and I ended up losing like 10 pounds. In fact, I should probably start doing that again. Yeah, except you gotta make sure you get organic apple cider vinegar. Don't get the clear kind. That stuff's too harsh to drink. I'll tell you what, years ago, it is kind of nectar of the god stuff. Years ago, I had massive acid reflux, and I thought I needed to get surgery. And I was at a food co-op, and there was a guy there, an Olympic athlete, who was wearing his medal, standing in front of the Bragg's apple cider vinegar section, and he just started telling me about how it saved his life, and it helped with his digestion, and he's talked to me for a little bit about it, and, I bought a bottle and I tried it, and, like, that night like, I used to wake up in the middle of the night coughing up, like, stomach acid and stuff like that, and within a day, it was gone. Did you really, Sparkle? You made some more fan art? That's awesome of you. We're gonna have to check that out. We'll get over to this right now here. Oh, some small preacher fan art. Okay. Hilarious. Can't wait. Let's get this set up. The thing that helped me start getting better sleep finally after decades of trying was I quit caffeine. Ladies and gentlemen, here's some small preacher fan art from our good pal Sparkle Productions. And it's only 6 seconds long, 5 seconds long, so we might have to play it twice. And I think I hear some music on there, so I'm gonna have to turn that down. Uh, Amazing. I'm gonna play that one more time in case anyone missed it. Oh, it looks like Josh and Mama put out another video. Sparkle, that was hilarious. I love it. I'm gonna play it one more time because it's so good. Uh-oh.
You good? I think we got it's hot. Well, it is so
Go back to Josh and Mama. Okay, I wish I could loop. Wait, I think I can loop. Quality playback timer, sleep timer. Yeah, it's amazing. Sparkle Productions, I would nominate you for an Oscar for that. Amazing. Bravo, Sparkle Productions. You did some great work there. Thank you so much. Well, you know, with the collar we do have for him is a red bow tie. It's a red collar with a little red bow tie. I don't really put it on him much because, you know, he just doesn't really need it at the farm. But yeah, Sparkly, you do. That was really entertaining. That was really funny. I loved it. What's in a sleepy mocktail? You're really good at art, Sparkle. Thanks so much. Yeah, you don't want to mess with your melatonin. It's kind of like what steroids do to your body. You don't want to mess with your body's ability to regulate its own melatonin. Granny Paula has good recommendations. If she says give it a shot, I would. Ever since I got off caffeine, my dreams are so in depth and so detailed that they're annoying. Like it's like literally like I wake up with just all these like things I have to do because of the dream and all like these promises I made and whatever weird reality I've been blasted into. And now I need to like do stuff and I'm like to end up taking it seriously and I wake up thinking I have all this work to do. Or like I'll have a dream that like something happened to my car and now I've got to do all this stuff to my car and then I like think about it a little bit and then I realize like, oh, I was just dreaming. But it's like that happens to me every night now. Oh, look at that guy. Little shift. He's got a little smile going. Yeah, he does. Yeah, Pinky, I used to sleep like that too when I partied really hard. Oh, wow. It sounds like Stellaris is a hell of a game, Will. Oh, okay. Maps in Space, Stellaris. I feel like I've heard of that game. I've turned into a video game watcher. I like watching, like, people who are good play video games, especially when they're, like especially when it depends on the game. I like using my computer for editing high dev video lately more than I do, like, playing games. And I just feel like, well, I mean, the game that really got me back in the day, though, a while ago was Spore. I really loved that game. Spore was an amazing game. It still kind of blows my mind that game is considered old at this point. I also liked not the new one, but I like the original version of Portal. That was a great game too. I think now that they've gone first person with Portal, it's not as cool of a game. Paper Mario. There we go. Bernie's moving a little bit there. Paper Mario. I don't know if I know about that. I mean, Pinky, don't write off looking on eBay. Oh, look at that. Paper Mario. Interesting. Paper Mario is a series of role-playing video games developed by Intelligent Systems and published by Nintendo. And this is a new game, huh? A 2024 remake of 2004's Paper Mario: A Thousand Year Door. Okay, for the Nintendo Switch. Got it. I'm still just amazed that Mario becomes this like giant video game character. I mean, and he came from one of the most boring games in the world, Donkey Kong, to just become like this mega character. I still think Mario Kart is probably my favorite Mario thing. Mario Sunshine. My friend used to like the Mario. He had the Nintendo put out these like this viewer thing that like you looked into like binoculars, and it had red light. It was all red, and you could play video games on it. And they had a Mario Brothers version of that. He loved that so much, and then it came out that the red light was giving people eye cancer, and he still played it. Mario Sunshine. Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, feel better, Bernie. You can tell he's got a bad taste in his mouth. I'll tell you what I've been liking is playing. I forgot what it's called in the Discord, but I've been playing Scrabble. Actually, we played a game of Scrabble with 2 other people on the Discord. We played a three-way game out of, what's it called? Oh, was that you, Will? Did we play with you? I was wondering who that was. That was fun. I think it's funny that the person whose English is the second language ended up winning all the games. Was that MCO? Yeah, MCO ended up winning. Yeah, he's very good. I just thought it was cool that, you know, three people were playing. Battle tabs, I played him at that a few times too, and he usually wins, but it's always very close. I have beaten him at the Scrabble game once or twice. Yeah, it's the one that's kinda like a Battleship ripoff. I love, and it's funny too, all these games are just sort of like kind of ripoffs of board games. Buckingham Bard, welcome to the chat. Thanks so much. Right now we're just keeping the camera on old Bernie here. He's not feeling too good today. I'm hoping one day to make English my second language. Yeah, Buckingham Bard, I don't think I've ever seen you. Welcome to the channel. Where are you writing us from? Where are you checking in from? Which country? Malayalam. Oh, I can't even say that. Malayalam is a South Indian language. Malayalam. Spoken primarily in the Indian state of Kerala, closely related to Tamil. Yeah, there's Mama over there. Here, I'll get you a better shot of Mama. You lived in Malaysia. That's cool. I love Malaysian food. I wish there was more Malaysian food over here in America. By Sue Malay. Wow. Do you guys ever watch Uncle Roger on YouTube? He's Malaysian. He talks about Malaysian food a lot. Yeah, it's Malaysian food. It's almost kind of like Peruvian food where they take a lot of pride in how good their food is, and they are very cocky about how it's better than Chinese food and how it's better than this and better than that. And when you see it, I can't really disagree. A lot of it looks amazing. The heart of Virginia. Well, thank you. Love Virginia. I've traveled all through Virginia. With a name like Buckingham Bard, though, I was expecting to hear that you're from England, but all good. If you want, we can show you a little preacher at this point. I think he's kind of in shot. There's Preacher and Shelby. Yeah, they weren't too original naming a lot of cities in the United States, I'll tell you that. Yeah, those two love it up there on the couch. They love it in those pillows. So does Bernie when he's feeling okay. Yep, definitely. They love those pillows more than anything. And it's funny, Mary hates those pillows, but it's like the dogs just keep loving them so much. And, we're gonna have to get some new pillows eventually, but she hates them. Yeah, Shelby does love Stacy's old spot, which is right there, and she would probably be right there if that pillow wasn't all wrinkled up. Like when what, Sparkle? When I find some. Like pillow it's funny, pillows aren't cheap right now. Like pillows that size, it's like $100 investment. And I think I just need to go to like an estate sale or even like a thrift store and just look around. Those are actually those are old couch pillows. So they're not like um they're not easy to find either. They're like 2 feet by 3 feet, or they're like 18 inches by 36 inches. So really an unusual shape for a pillow. It's not like your standard pillow. And yeah, if you think $100 sounds expensive, I know people that'll drop $300 on one pillow. And it's like it's the type of thing that like you go to an estate sale or the right estate sale and with at a nice mansion, and they'll be giving away pillows for $1. But yeah, it's been a pretty good week out at the farm. It's been easily 100 degrees most days, and a lot of my plants are starting to burn outside. Yeah, the right pillow is huge. Like, I even got to a point where I stopped using pillows because my neck was always sore whenever I'd wake up, and then I ended up finding one that worked out okay. And it's okay, Pinky, you gotta get your work done. Rounding up dried tears to avoid fires. I'm not too worried about fires right now. I mean, this Tennessee is very humid. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's just old brush that I'm just trying to, like, get rid of. And in fact, my neighbor, he hired some guy, ended up chewing up a bunch of a lot of the walks. I go up that little hill by the greenhouse, and then we walk along, and then go up and try to visit Sassy, and all that now looks like a wasteland because he had some guy come in and just maul it all over, and then the guy came over into my property and didn't realize it and started just destroying a bunch of plants and trees and overgrowth, and, I actually really wasn't too mad about it because stuff grows back very quickly here, but at the same time, it kinda the vibe back there is ruined, but, give it a month, it'll be fine. Brush, not tears. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, it was just a lot of brush was built up. If you don't watch it here, it will grow big time. Tiger Balm's good stuff. Isn't it just like ginger and Vaseline? Out there in Virginia, you got bears wandering through? I believe it. You're feeding the vultures? Wow. Do you have a pet flying squirrel, or it's just flying squirrels running around out there? I feel like Tiger Balm is like 5 spices mixed with Vaseline. I forgot what it was, though. Someone told me one time. Like, it's Chinese 5-spice powder. Oh, okay. So it's camphor and menthol as its active ingredients. And it also includes other ingredients such as cajeput oil, cassia oil, which is cinnamon, clove oil, demethylized mint oil, and paraffin petroleum, which that would be the Vaseline part of it. Camphor, what is camphor? Camphor is a white, waxy, crystalline substance with a strong aromatic odor, and it's related to cinnamon. Just wild compadres. That's cool. A friend of mine had a flying squirrel as a pet for a while and loved it. It was a great pet. You can't eat camphor? That's probably why it makes your lips tingle. Yeah. Yeah, they're saying they think the camphor shows that it's working, but it's actually irritating the lips. And it can burn the skin too. And it causes redness, so that would make sense. It would make the lips red. It's kinda like it kinda sounds like it's also like how hot peppers are considered like an irritant, but you can actually ingest that. And Pinky, it's alright. People have been using Tiger Balm forever. Don't get turned off by it. But yeah, you definitely don't wanna use too much of it. They're saying on Reddit that a good alternative is Dit Da Jiao is an analgesic liniment preferred by martial artists, is made from herbs put in a glass and polyethylene plastic jar mixed with alcohol. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in it. Maybe do people use Tiger Balm for pain too? And then there's something else called Zhengu Shui. It's pretty cheap and more or less the same, does the same job. Huh. Yeah, have you ever been to like an Asian herbalist? We finally had one of those. Well, we've had them, but we finally have just one specifically pop up, and it's pretty intense, the stuff they can make for you. Voltaire. Huh. I've had acupuncture done before, and I'll tell you this, it helps relieve pain, but it doesn't help fix pain. But my chiropractor used to put like 3 or 4 needles in me, and then he'd put one in the back of my ear, and I would walk out of that his office feeling like I was on mushrooms for about a half hour. And apparently the pin in the back ear releases endorphins. And I was literally like just kind of like high on life and feeling good for like probably about a half hour. So I'm not gonna say it doesn't work, but I think it's good for pain relief. And magnesium, and that's vitamin D, isn't it? Isn't that basically what vitamin D is magnesium? You should go do it. You don't need to be sick to go do, acupuncture. The one thing where I think, though, is kind of BS is acupressure. I think that's where it's just sort of bogus. Yeah, isn't there a thing called like CalMag that's a vitamin D supplement? And it's like calcium and magnesium. Acupressure is garbage in my opinion, and I've had that done. Acupuncture is what I got way more out of it. Weird. I've looked up CalMag and they're saying it's for plants too. And I know for a fact I've seen it for humans. Right on. I was just reading recently about this like MCM or something. That's like this new supplement they're trying to get like guys in their 50s and 60s to take and makes them feel better. And then as I was reading about it more and more, they kept just saying like, just take vitamin D. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, but I mean, couldn't Pinky, do you take a multivitamin? It's like a lot of times when you talk to people and you're just like, "Well, do you take a multivitamin?" And a lot of times I hear the answer is no, they don't. It's like Pinky might just need a multivitamin. Yeah, so there you go. I would try a multivitamin first, but one that definitely has vitamin D in it, which I think most of them do, and it's technically vitamin D3 that you're supposed to take. And I've started taking it and I feel a lot better. But that's, yeah, give it a shot. You're right, prime magnesium as well. I just think a lot of people just look for answers in like a pill form when a lot of times like it's just diet too. Like you're just an overall diet. Like are you eating a well balanced diet? Like like one example is my one of my ex-girlfriends, her mom was a nurse and got suckered into this scam that a doctor she worked with was pushing this pyramid scheme, and it was dehydrated red wine powder, and it totally pried off of like the public thinking like, oh well, everyone needs a glass of red wine. Well, now you can just take these red wine supplements, and it was just dehydrated cheap red wine, and like 30 doses of it, they were selling for $60. So 30 of these little pills. And I was just kind of like, well, okay, well, how much would just like a bottle of wine and one glass of wine a night cost? And once she worked out the numbers and it's like, even if you just do cheap red wine, it's like, it was a little more expensive to do red wine, but I was just sort of like, don't you see a problem with like someone trying to sell you a 60 red wine pills for, or no, 30, it was only 30 red wine pills for $60. and it was totally based on this, like, oh, and then get your friends to sell them too. So, and they wanted you to buy like cases of it. Oh, you can see Bernie streaming. Chung diet sodas. What is that? What is Chung diet soda? Oh, Chug diet sodas. My bad. Yeah, I used to chug diet soda too. Once I gave up caffeine, I saw very little reason to drink soda anymore, and I feel like I'm a happier person for it. Gosh, my old roommate used to drink 24 diet Cokes a day. It was the only thing he did too. I gotta tell you, once you get caffeine out of your body, soda seems really stupid. Um, except for like maybe like a root beer every now and then. But um, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Well, that's good. I mean, and I'm not here to judge anybody. You got to do what you got to do. I just know that it was one of these things, like, once you cross the path of, like, not doing caffeine anymore, you start to just see that, like, like, I came to the conclusion, like, oh, most of society is just people running around all day chasing caffeine addictions. I mean, yeah, everything from a store is terrible, and then on top of that, after the pandemic, when soda went up to, like, $10 a 12 pack, I truly realized, like, oh, companies are just scamming the American public right now any way they can. Sodas are not worth $10 a 12 pack. You have no choice because you work in healthcare. Oh, that you have to have caffeine? Yeah, I hear you. I personally, like, I always thought I had a feeling that, like, people that were addicted to coffee were just addicted to something hot near their face to clear out their sinuses in the morning. Terrible hours indeed, I bet. And, I'm not here to judge anybody just for, like, wanting caffeine, believe me. Ouch, Monster Energy. Yeah, that Monster's garbage. I used to drink Diet Mountain Dew. That was one of the that was kinda bad. You only do caffeine on leg days. Okay. And see, that's the thing too, is I didn't feel any of them, but I still drank them. And then when I got off the caffeine, that's when I started to notice the difference. So it was just one of those things where my body was so accustomed to just giant doses of caffeine that the only thing they could really notice is that I couldn't sleep for more than 4 hours at a time. And on top of that, I've been getting caffeine put in my face ever since I've been 5. Detoxing was rough for me. It took me about 9 weeks. Most people say it only takes about 9 days. Take care, Sparkle. Thanks for the great fan art. You're amazing. Yeah, on our caffeine-free subreddit, which is the only place I really found where people are actually talking about truly quitting caffeine, they say it should take about 4 to 9 days to detox from caffeine, and it took me 9 weeks. Because everything changes. Your metabolism slows down, you think slower, you put on weight. It messes with your digestive system. There's our boy. Yeah, it was a mess. 9 weeks. I noticed, and I really noticed it when I was using a table saw one day, and I was like, "Oh," I almost made like I was getting a little too casual about how I was using it, and then I realized like my reactions aren't the same right now. Right. Well, yeah, there's no way my metabolism weight normalizes 4 to 9 days, and I ended up putting on like 15 pounds too. So it's just like it was kind of a lose-lose situation in all that ways, but, months after months have gone by, you know, your body just starts to pick up where the caffeine was leaving you. Oh, man, I love going out to eat. Oh, what's going on, little dude? Oh, right back to it. Oh, well, there's a whole attitude in, like, natural cooking and natural eating that if you're truly craving something, like a type of food, it's because your body needs it. And then there's also, like, for raw food people, there's, like, so if you're craving meat, you're really just craving iron, so you should probably eat this instead and stuff like that, but they do stand by, like, if you're craving sugar, then you should definitely eat, like, pineapple and stuff like that, and just to try to understand cravings. Yeah, exactly. Craving just Italian food. Last night I made Asian short ribs with like this ginger hoisin soy sauce, and I steeped them. Not steeped, but I cooked them for like 4 or 5 hours, and I made sticky rice, garlic sticky rice with it. And oh my god, I just wish I had a plate of that in front of me right now. Hoisin sauce is beautiful, isn't it? It's such a great flavor. Yeah, I mean, like, when I want pizza, I think what it is I want the combination of when I want pizza, I think I want the cheese and the sauce. Because it's like when I crave, like if I was craving like cheesy bread, which I don't usually, it hits differently. I think it's something about the cheese and the sauce and the bread, kinda like this perfect trio. Hoisin sauce is great, man. If there's a great dish called, is it not kung pao? Mushu. Yeah, mushu. Mushu pork and mushu chicken, and it's just like a bunch of cabbage and like hoisin sauce and meat, and then they eat it in like this rice tortilla. It's one of my favorite things to order at a Chinese restaurant, and like one of the main flavors of it is hoisin. Yeah, you roll it up. Hoisin with roast duck is also amazing. Yep. And leek pancakes. Yep, 100%. You know exactly what I'm talking about. No, it's not heresy. But it's like I still think though, like, you need a little bit of sauce with the cheese, and, like, there's something about that's what I crave. Because it's like when you take out the sauce, you just have cheesy bread, and it's like, I never crave cheesy bread. Yeah, there you go, Pinky. Get that leek pancake going. I think you need some rice flour to mix in with the egg, though, so it crisps up. Canadian pizza heresy. Amazing. I've had some okay pizza up there, but that was years ago. I mean, you are close enough to New York City in a lot of spots. I like the margarita, the tomato, basil, and then just cheese. I don't know. I think a Hawaiian pizza can be good if as long as it's got some jalapenos on it to balance it off. Too much sweet, and you get that spicy jalapeno in the same bite, and I feel like you get a full flavor. Yeah, I'm a fan of whole milk, full flavored cheese too. A lot of the pizza places in America use skim milk cheese. My favorite though is just classic pepperoni with a little bit of red pepper on it. Nothing beats that in my mind other than just a 4 cheese or a margarita. Yeah, skim milk cheese. So years ago, there's this whole thing where the US government bailed out the dairy industry and bought all this cheese, and they were storing all this cheese in caves, and then they started offering it to, like, people to buy at really deep discounted wholesale prices. So pizza places were looking for a reason to use more cheese, and so one of the inventions they came up with was stuffed crust pizza, but at the same time, they all started using skim milk cheese because that's what the US government wanted. They wanted healthier cheese. So now all these places are still using skim milk cheese on their pizza because it makes a less greasy pizza. You don't get as good of a cheese pull, and it's also just cheaper to make. And but there are places now more and more that are coming back with whole milk cheese pizzas. And I don't know if you guys have heard of Zabaro, but Zabaro used to be this garbage pizza place. And apparently they're making a big comeback now and they're pushing whole milk cheese on their pizza. And if they are, good for them because it's a totally different piece of pizza. Yeah, I mean, you need to have the good cheese. The good cheese, I think, will overshadow the bad sauce and the bad crust. Like, I remember eating Domino's as a kid before they went, like, super national or global, and Domino's, literally Domino's in the 80s was unreal. It was so good, and it was really, like, this special thing. And now you can't even get me I wouldn't even wipe my butt with a Domino's pizza right now. Yeah, I mean, well, there isn't a cheese pull. Show me a cheese pull on a Domino's pizza. They don't even put enough cheese on their pizzas. What's funny about pizza too is, frozen pizzas now, they're, like, up to $10, and a lot of people are just saying, "Just go to Little Caesars, they're $7.99 pizzas." You can get a fresh pizza from Little Caesars cheaper than you can a frozen pizza at the store. Yeah, Domino's is garbage. Pizza Hut's kinda garbage too. I mean, well, they are garbage. So, in Papa John's, that sauce has always made me sick. I don't know what it is about that sauce, but I've always have, like, a stomachache after I eat that sauce. And then in the South here, all we really see for pizza a lot is, the gas station Hunt's Brothers Pizza. That stuff is garbage. I mean, they have to put something in there to balance off the lack of fat in the cheese, because I mean, that's where that flavor comes from. So salt is probably the first ingredient that they're gonna end up beefing up. It's kinda like, people putting sugar and stuff when, like, they start taking fruit out of something. Either way, pizza's gone through a hell of a change. Oh, mama's up. Oh god, a good margarita is so amazing. We've got good pizza down here, and I bet Pinky's got awesome pizza in Florida. There's so many New York transplants. We've got good pizza here, except that it is literally like a real deal good pizza now costs $40 here, and I'm just gonna make it myself at that point. Pinky, you have so many New York transplants in Florida, though. There's gotta be amazing pizza all around you. Plus Papa John, he always looks like he's wet. He's always moist and clammy. Yeah, so that's what we need to say about old Papa. Um, gosh, what's it? There's like a Detroit style pizza place that's kind of a chain now that's all over the country. We've got them down here. They're pretty good. Can't remember the name of them. Jet. Is it Jet? I think it's Jets. Well, good for you, but you know, sometimes you gotta have a cheap pizza. But don't forget, Little Caesars is probably just as good, in my opinion. And they're like literally cheaper than a frozen pizza. That is a direct assault on your heart, Paul. I saw that there's this like TikTok video where the dude takes like 5 pounds of pepperoni and cooks it alongside the cheese pizza, and then drains the grease and makes a ranch sauce and puts all the pepperoni on the pizza, and then uses the pepperoni grease ranch to put on top of the pizza. That one always disturbed me. Or it's like 3 pounds of pepperoni. Oh yeah, it's at Tony Baloney's. Here we go. Get ready for this one. I don't know if you guys have seen this one or not. This is the one.
Lathered pan gets not 1, not 2, but 3 fresh pizza doughs. They stretch them all to fit the pan and slide it into the oven to look like this. They pour on a layer of their pink vodka sauce. They top it with shredded mozzarella cheese, smoked mozzarella cheese, and fresh house-made mozzarella cheese, and slide it back into the oven. While that cooks, they toss 4 pounds of pepperoni into another square pan and bake them until they're nice and crispy to look like this. Out comes that cheesy square pizza. They pour that pepperoni grease into a squeeze bottle, mix it with their house-made buttermilk ranch, chef taste test it. Out comes that square pie. They slice it up, top it with that charred pepperoni, all 4 pounds of it. And it gets finished with that pepperoni grease ranch sauce. This is the Swine Fighter Sicilian pizza from Tony Baloney's in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Who's hungry?
Who's hungry, folks? It's, I mean, I would have even had a slice of the 4-pound pepperoni pizza, but once you start putting the ranch sauce on it, I don't know. I think I'm just out. Yeah, it's still not as crazy as Brazilian pizza, which is literally like pizza from an alternate reality. The way they rock Brazilian pizza, it's insane. The stuff they put on it is wild. Same thing with Argentinian pizza. That stuff's just sort of like, what? Well, like the whole food culture of Brazil is they try to like one up. So and it's gotten to the point where they just have they have an entire culture now of their own style of pizza, and it's just off the hook. Like eggs and olives and stuff, and they put a bunch of weird. See, let me find one. Like that's a pizza with chocolate and bananas on it. Let me see. Oh yeah, they like doing this stuff like this too. Why would you give me a bigger shot? Control plus. Like that's obviously a dessert pizza, but oh wait, it's not. My bad. Hold on. It won't. Like Pizzeria Brazilian Pizza. Let's see what they got. Like, look at that thing. It looks like it's got toothpaste on it. That's like shoestring potato chips. I mean, actually, this place doesn't look as crazy as a lot of other pizzas I've seen from Brazil. Here, like, let me find that. Where's that one with the had like a flan? It had an entire flan in the middle of it. Either way, there is a pizza chain that's come to America. It's called Pizza Rio. If you guys are in the area, ever see one of those, it's like an all you can eat. Oh yeah, on Pizza Crimes. Here's a pretty popular. Okay, you'll like this one. If you're a fan of the R Pizza Crimes, as I am. It's a pizza with a tire in the middle of it. Yeah, it's called Pizza Rio. It's a chain. Like, I think there's one in Gatlinburg at this point, and they're in a lot of like larger cities. Yeah, Bernie's pretty funny right now. But yeah, who even knows what that's in the middle? What's in that bowl in the middle of that? There's a bunch of chickens, and then the middle is like M&Ms and Nutella. Oh, there's our poutine crimes. I bet. I bet. I could only imagine the poutine crimes. Oh yeah, this one. There's beans there. I think that's coconut and olives on top of that one. And then some weird little veggie thing going on. Oh wow, it's just a bunch of meat all the way around that. But yeah, so yeah, Brazil's really upped the game as far as like what's weird with pizza. So, but that being said, I need to go get some lunch, you guys. It was great chatting with everyone. It's a mix of not bad poutine, terrible. I'm going to check out our poutine crimes for sure, Paul, and everyone. I want you guys to have a great week, and thanks a lot. And I'll update on the Discord Bernie's health as he progresses. I have a feeling he'll probably be okay by dinner time, the way he seems to react. And keep on watching the channel, and keep on sharing and telling other people about it. The membership is gone down the past month quite a bit, and I don't know. You got any tips or advice for me? I'd love to hear it. And feel free to contact me any way possible. And love you all. Take care. We have some lovely chicken for him when he's ready. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.